If you are a content creator and you email brands, you've probably done this before. You send a pitch and you tell yourself, if they don't answer, I will follow up. And then 2 months later, you find the email and you're like, oh, I completely forgot about this. I've done this so many times. But I found a really simple system that helps me keep track of brands, remember when to follow up, and honestly, it's made pitching feel so much less overwhelming for me. And instead of just explaining, I'm just going to show it to you. We're going to find a brand, pitch them, send an email, and set the follow-up reminder together. So today we're going for Amika because I've tried their products before and they're genuinely so good and innovative. So Amika, today is the day. But before we start, and because this is my first YouTube video, hi, I'm Mihaela. I'm a beauty content creator and I currently have 27,000 followers on TikTok. I mainly create beauty content, makeup hacks, products reviews, skincare, new launches. Basically, if it involves makeup or skincare, I'm probably interested. I've been consistently creating content for almost 2 years now. I've worked with different brands, I received PR, and I also did paid collaborations too. But I had to learn basically everything by myself. Nobody sat me down and told me, this is how you pitch, this is how you follow up, this is how you speak to PR. I just figured out things as I went, and that's actually why I wanted to start this channel. There is so many things that I wish someone told me when I started, and now I want to share it all with you. So if you're also trying to grow as a creator, subscribe because I have a lot coming up. Okay, now let's get Amika to answer me. Why I actually needed this system. There was a point where pitching brands started to become very overwhelming for me. I would sit down thinking, okay, I need to pitch today. And then I would think, who? I felt like I already emailed everyone. Some brands hadn't answered me, some I've spoken 2 months ago, some I couldn't even remember if I followed up with. Eventually you start thinking, nobody wants to work with me anyway. And because it starts feeling like this massive task, you just end up doing anything. At least that's what happened to me, or I would do the opposite. I would randomly get motivated one day and email loads of brands and then forget to follow up with half of them, which kind of defeats the point. That's when I realized that I need to stop treating pitching like something that I have to do at once, and I needed a system. And the system is very simple, by the way. Email reminders. I know, groundbreaking, but genuinely this changed the way I manage brand emails. Instead of trying to remember all the conversation myself, I make the email come back to me when I actually need to do something with it. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Okay, enough talking, let's actually pitch Amika. So first, I need to find the correct contact. Usually I will start by searching the brand name and something like influencer PR email. Okay, now that I found the contact, let's write the pitch. Personally, I don't want my pitches to be too long. The person reading this probably already has a million other emails to read, so I want to make it easy for them. I introduce myself, explain what kind of content I create, why I'm interested in the brand, and what I'm looking for. And one thing that I always include in my email is my TikTok link, because I want them immediately know who is contacting them. They shouldn't have to Google my name or search for my account. So here is my profile. There is my content. They can immediately decide whether I'm relevant to them. Okay, let's send it. I think we're good. Okay, Amika, I hope you're seeing this email. I hope when I upload this video, I don't have to come back and tell everyone you ignored me. Now, this is the important part. This is where I used to make the mistake. I used to send the email and think, okay, I'll follow up later. When is later? Nobody knows. So now, straight after sending an important email, I decide, when do I want to see this conversation again? For this Amika email, I'm choosing 2 weeks. For me, 2 weeks feels reasonable. I'm giving them enough time to actually see my pitch and respond. Now, I can just forget about it. Seriously, Amika is no longer my problem for the next 2 weeks. My email is going to remember for me. Now, what happens after 2 weeks? If they respond before then, amazing. I will obviously continue the conversation. If they don't, it's fine. The email will come back to me and then I will decide what to do next. Maybe I will send a short follow-up. Maybe I send another reminder for a month later. Or maybe I leave it even longer. I don't follow the exact schedule with every brand. The point isn't to spam people. It's simply to make sure I don't lose a valuable contact just because I forgot about the conversation. And this isn't something that I only use for cold pitches. A really good example is P. Louise. They originally contacted me through TikTok about sending me a PR box. And by the way, whether the conversation starts on TikTok, Instagram or email, it doesn't really matter. The point is what you do with this relationship afterwards. So basically they sent me the product, I really liked them and I created content. Couple months later, I reached out again and asked if they had anything new they wanted me to try. So they sent me more products, I created content again. I think I did this 2 or 3 times. And eventually, they just added me to their PR list automatically. Now I don't need to keep contacting them asking if they have something new. And that's why I don't see following up as please give me something. You're actually building a relationship. They could see that I genuinely like their brand. And stop thinking you need a new brand every time. Something I wish I understood earlier. You don't need to find 50 new brands every time you're pitching. Look at the relationships you've already started. Who emailed you months ago? Who sent you PR before? Who told you they're going to keep you in mind? Obviously, this doesn't mean emailing the same person every week, just means that you're not constantly starting from zero. And especially if you followed up, you have to find a reason to contact them again. Maybe they have a new launch. Maybe your account has grown. Maybe you had a really successful video. Maybe you've created something recently that would be perfect for their brand. Give them something new. You want to stay on their radar. You don't want them to see your name in the inbox and think, oh no, her again. Also, I know some creators use spreadsheets to track everything. The brand, contact, follow-up, status, and I mean, you can do this as well. And if you can consistently do this, I genuinely admire you, because I would spend 2 hours making the spreadsheet looking pretty and then never open it again. For me, email reminders are easier because everything I need is already there. Their previous replies, what I sent, and when that email comes back to me, I know there is something that I need to look at. So if pitching brands feels overwhelming, start small. Send one pitch, then set the reminder, and then just move on with your day. I wish I started to do this earlier. I've been creating content for 2 years, but I only recently started to organize my emails this way. And now I have around 200 emails ready to come back to me over time. They come back little by little, week by week. And instead of sitting down and thinking, who am I supposed to contact today? I already have conversation waiting for me to pick back up. And over time, you are building this whole network of brand contacts. But the biggest thing that I want you to take from this video, don't just wait for the brands to contact you. Of course, it's amazing when they do. But if you really want to grow this into a business, you have to create some of those opportunities yourself. Reach out, follow up, keep the relationships you've already built. Because sometimes an opportunity isn't going to magically appear in your inbox. You have to go and get it. This is another thing that I wish I knew when I started creating content. There is so much I've learned about PR, pitching, getting paid, negotiating with brands, what I would never accept now, and things that I definitely did wrong in the beginning. And I'm going to share all of it here. So if you want to see behind the scenes of a content creator, don't forget to subscribe, because I have a lot to tell you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.